Good evening, guys. My name is Rizwan, and I'm here with one of our students from Middlesex University. We are here to introduce Middlesex University Dubai to you. We will start the presentation with a short video of our campus. So we'll start with the video, and then we will go on with the presentation. So I hope you guys enjoy. Talk to you soon. All right, that is our wonderful campus located in Dubai. So yeah, let's start with the presentation. All right, to begin with, Middlesex University in Dubai is located in Knowledge Park. This is a branch campus of Middlesex in London. That's our main campus. We have three other campuses, one being in Dubai, Malta, and Mauritius. So all of the campuses have a transfer option, which means if you start your program in Dubai, Malta, Mauritius, you have an option to transfer to the main campus in the second or the third year. Again, whether you graduate in Middlesex Dubai, Malta, or Mauritius, the certificate still comes from the London campus because it being the mother campus. Now, moving on, these are some of the awards we have received over the years. We have the Best Media Center, which was awarded by the Forbes Middle East. We got the University of the Year award in 2019. We are the only university in the Middle East which is certified by Blackmagic Design. And again, we are the best university, international university in the MENA area, which is the Middle East and African area. And we are the only university that provides the international law, apart from the Sharia or the Arabic law that you might find in other universities in the UAE. Moving on, who we are. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we have 4 campuses, which is in London, Dubai, Mauritius, and Malta. We have over 3,400 students in Dubai campus alone, which includes the foundation students, the undergraduate, and the postgraduate students. We have people from all over the country and all over the world coming to join us to study our program. So we have more than 100 nationalities in our university, both staff and student-wise. We are starred 4 out of 5 by KHDA in the UAE, which is education board in Dubai. Now we offer around 70 courses, it being in business, psychology, law, engineering. I will get to that slides later on, so I will give you specifications of what schools we have and what courses we offer. In terms of employability, our students are 100% employable. We have a careers and employability service, which I will be talking to you later on in the presentation. Now, to begin with our undergraduate program, we have around 6 different schools in our university: business, science and technology, health and education, law, media, and arts and design. So these are some of the programs that we offer. In business, we have everything from marketing, finance, human resource, innovation, international business, tourism, you name it, we have it. In science and technology, we have some of the popular programs that we offer in our university, which is the psychology program and the engineering programs. In health, we have the early childhood studies and education studies. Law, as I mentioned earlier, we are the only university in the region who provides the international law. So that will be the law that we teach at our university. We have a brilliant media school. We have advertising, PR, and branding. We have creative writing, film, and digital media. We have some of our new programs, which is the fashion design, which is a 3-year course. And we also have the graphic design, which is again a 3-year course. Now, in terms of the fee structure, I will get to it later. We have the same fee structure for all these courses. So we don't charge different based on the courses that you select. All the undergraduate programs have the same fee structure. Moving on, postgraduate programs. So this comes after your undergraduate program. Now, when I talk about postgraduate programs, we have an option of doing it full-time and part-time. So you could do your program in 1 year or 2 years based on the program that you select. Now, again, as I mentioned, we have around 5 different schools in postgraduate program. One being business. We have a MBA program, which is also listed on the Forbes Middle East. We have the health and education, consisting of MA education in different pathways, and of course, our latest pathway, which is the SEND pathway for the special needs students who are looking into joining special needs and training later on. Law, as I mentioned, again, we are one of the best, being the only university who provides the international law, and of course, the MA graphic design. Now, when I talk about graphic design and fashion design, not only your grades will get into the program, you would require to submit a portfolio which will be assessed by our professors, and based on that, you will get entry to the university. All right, moving on. We have an international foundation program. So based on the curriculum that you come from, for example, let's say you are coming in from an O-level the British. In this case, you go into a foundation program. So you can compensate your AS and A level for an IFP program, which is the International Foundation Program. This is a one-year course, and you can specialize in different programs as mentioned here. So the program that you choose will be the program that you will continue as an undergraduate program. For example, let's say you want to do a business management in finance. You start with a foundation program in business, where you specialize in business, so that you have a base in business before you start your undergraduate program in business. So it makes things easier. Again, foundation program is not a waste of time. We get a lot of questions saying, can we skip the foundation program? Is there any way that I can do just the 3 years of undergraduate program without doing the foundation? Now, if your curriculum restricts you from going ahead with undergraduate program, that's fine, because the foundation program, each subject that we teach in the foundation program are course specific, which means it will benefit you in your first year of the course. So we have a brilliant faculty team for foundation, and you will love them. Moving on to the student accommodation. So this is specially designed for our international students, but we have some domestic students staying there as well. Now, the student accommodation is located 10 minutes away from the campus. We have a free shuttle bus that takes you from the campus to the accommodation every half an hour. So it is also located in one of the prime areas in Dubai. It's in Al Barsha. It's very close to Mall of the Emirates. Now, we don't do apartments. We have villas. So we have around 20 villas with a shared swimming pool and a gym facility. And it comes with 24/7 security. And we also have Wi-Fi as well. So all of those are included. We have an in-house coach, which will train you as well. So if you're interested and if you're into fitness, there you go. We have an in-house coach that will train you. So we have a total student capacity of 340 students. The whole area is just to ourselves. So the 20 villas is just for Middlesex students. So you won't find any other students or outside people staying there. So that's brilliant. There are different types of room. So the prices for the rooms differ based on the type of rooms. There are rooms that are 4 people sharing. There are 3, 2, and 1. So based on your preference, you can pick the rooms. So this is some of the photos of our accommodation. So again, this is a room where there are 3 people sharing. This is a living room. I will show you photos of our gym. This is our gym. Transportation, again, as I mentioned, we have complimentary buses from the accommodation to the campus every half an hour. All you have to do is just wait for the bus, show your ID card, and that's it. You go into the bus. Now, when I talk about careers and employability service, first of all, I would like to welcome Noura, one of our students in our final year. She would just, she's also a careers intern, so she will give you an example of how the service works. We'll also give you a brief idea of our student life experience. And yeah, so Noura, are you available?
Hello.
Hi, Noura. Please go ahead.
Yes, so my name is Noura. I'm gonna start in Arabic. I'm Egyptian. أنا مصرية. أنا كبرت هنا في الإمارات، وحتى عملت الهاي سكول في الإمارات. كنت في البريتش كريكولم. خلصت ال A-levels، بعد كده دخلت الجامعة. I'm in the psychology with counseling skills program. أنا دلوقتي في 3 سنة، وبصراحة يعني ما عملتش فاونديشن من كتر ما أنا مبسوطة. كان نفسي أعمل فاونديشن عشان أكون قعدت 4 سنين في الجامعة. It's really really fun. في الأول there's a lot of opportunities in إدارة التعليم. The lecturers are all qualified, and I find that they're all very approachable. You can always ask them. They really, like, I personally feel like my lecturers really want me to succeed in life. It's really nice. But more than that, you also get the opportunity to volunteer, which is really amazing. You get volunteering opportunities. You get to participate in sports. You get, and eventually over time, once you train or gain enough experience you can intern within the university. فده الحلو ان هو مش بس تعليم، في فرص تانية ان فرص ان to grow أو in skills تانية غير just your education، in skills تانية زي مثلا leadership, your confidence, your ability to communicate with people from different nationalities, just that. These are things that the university tries to accommodate and also focus on. فأنا الأول بدأت I was a volunteer، وبعد كده كنت في ثاني سنة من الجامعة كنت I started interning في careers and employability services. This department had just basically the biggest aim of it is to make sure that by the time you graduate as a student, you're 100% employable. And not in terms of just work experience, but as well just in terms of your employability skills. So that we try to hone these skills through workshops, by trying to connect you with corporate partners, people in the field, our alumni who've graduated. We also regularly promote internship and volunteering opportunities so you can gain valuable work experience. And my favorite, like my absolute favorite, are the career days. We host them every year and they're program specific. So every school, not even every school, sometimes every program has their own day where employers come and you get to communicate, network with them, build a connection, maybe even find an internship that could turn into a full-time job once you graduate. We find that a lot of our students, usually within 6 months after they graduate, they tend to find jobs, depending on the market, obviously. But yes, they do find jobs quickly. Obviously, the more experience you have, the more employable you are. But in general, most of our students do find jobs. So that's in terms of careers and employability services. I also participate in extracurriculars. I was the coordinator of the are we going to get to this now, or do I mention it later?
No, you can mention it. No worries. Go ahead.
Yes. So yes, I remember. So in terms of student activities, in my first year I actually volunteered a lot. I think I slotted over 100 hours of volunteering. Then in my second year, I became the coordinator of the charity club, and even that opportunity in itself, that opportunity to lead, was really educational. So you will have various opportunities to grow and just move outside your learning academically, I guess. There's also academic support. There's all kinds of support, and you will always have someone to ask. As in my third year, after volunteering and coordinating the club, in my third year, so right now, I am on the student council. I am the sports the cultural representative, and I also still am coordinating the charity club. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of opportunities for you to just really have fun. Like the best thing about university, honestly, is that it's a very fun environment. It's light. Everyone's friendly. Everyone wants to help. Everyone, like you, just wants to have friends and have an easy, happy life. So that's mostly it. I personally, like, I'm genuinely scared and upset about graduating. I don't want to leave, but still, yeah. It's been a very rich experience, and I just think if you are interested in this university, you should definitely go for it. It's really, really amazing. But yeah, that's mostly it.
Thank you, Noura. I was Noura, a third-year student from psychology, and also a brilliant student council member. Thank you, Noura. Thank you for your time. All right, so let's move on. So as she mentioned, we have, so the beginning of the presentation, I mentioned about all our academic awards and the different courses that we offer. But Middlesex is not just about education. It's more than just a quality UK degree. We also try to engage students in different student activities department. We have different social clubs, sports clubs. So these are some photos from our international day where students from, this itself shows you the proof that we are a multicultural university, people from all over the world coming to study and look for career growth in Dubai. And this is an event that proves that itself. Youth Fest, also one of our events. It happens at the end of each academic year where students come together and prove their talents. It could be singing, drama, acting. We have fashion show. We have basketball, football. So anything that you need in terms of extracurriculars, we try to have a balance of both academic and extracurriculars at the same time. That's how we do it at Middlesex University in Dubai. Sports activities being football, basketball, volleyball, rugby, badminton, table tennis, you name it, we have it all. And we have it for both male and female. So the training, we have it on separate days so that it does not clash with your classes. So all of the events that happen will be after 5 p.m. So at any point you wish to join any of the social clubs or the sports club, you don't have to worry about your academics being affected by that because all the training happens in the evening. So we are partnered with different schools who provide us with their ground or their auditorium. So we take the students, train them and bring them back all free of cost. All you have to do is just come to us and register with us for the event that you're interested in joining. Again, some people from our previous events. These are our basketball students. Field trips. So every year we at Middlesex go on field trips. So this is kind of both educational and a fun trip, I would say. So every year we have students, around 40 to 50 students going on international trips. So this year we went to Paris. Last year we were in Serbia. The year before we were in Spain. So every year we try to bring in new countries and it's a fun way to bond with your friends. Of course, socializing is one important aspect of joining a university. It's one of the places where you meet your best friends and you meet your brilliant lecturers. So it's a great way to socialize. It's a great way to see new places. And this is all part of the university. So these are some of the pictures from our previous events. As Noura mentioned, again, we have a brilliant student life experience. So these are some of the events that go on, social events. So I'm just going to skip through the photos. I'm pretty sure we've made it very clear that how active and how brilliant our student life experience is. And of course, the exciting, but again, a little sad part of the journey, the graduation. So around 1,000 students graduate every year from our university from different levels of education, could be undergraduate and postgraduate program. Noura will be graduating this year, inshallah. And yeah, so we get to see all the exciting faces with the parents being proud of them. And every year we try to make our graduation the best. So last year we had the graduation in the world famous Opera House. The year before it was in the Jumeirah Beach Hotel. So every year we try to bring out the best place so that our students can have a brilliant graduation ceremony that they will never forget. Talking about courses, with different courses that we have, we want to make sure that we have the best facility for students to use so that they can make the most out of the courses that they have. This is an example of that. This is a graphic designing lab for our undergraduate and master's students, because we have graphic designing in the bachelor's level and also in the master's level. Cisco Lab. So for the network program, we are partnered with the world famous Cisco, who was kind enough to set up a lab in our university. So you get the first-hand experience learning with Cisco. Our computer systems engineering lab, again, one of the most brilliant rooms I've seen in the university. This is for our engineering students, again, top of the technology, and we have so now students who travel using the metro or public transport, and especially I get a lot of questions when parents and students come into my office. They're very excited and they ask me, okay, now do I have to buy any laptop, iPads, or any sort of electronic device for my son or daughter to use? No, we have that covered. We have a laptop lending machine in our campus. It's free of cost. All you have to do is just swipe your ID card and you're good to go. So we have around 50 to 60 laptops, if I'm not wrong, and you can just swipe your card and borrow it. You can use it for 3 hours and then return it and then renew the laptop. So that's covered from Middlesex. Now, that's it in terms of the courses, the employability, the student life experiences, the amazing facility that we have, the accommodation, everything. Now let's move on to the application process. So if you can just give me a second. All right. Now the most important part of a university application. How to start your application. So all you have to do is just visit our website and you can create an application with us. You can upload your documents there. Once you've uploaded your documents, it takes us 24 to 48 hours to review your documents and get back with an offer letter. Now, the most popular questions that I get is what kind of documents do you require? Do you need a recommendation letter? Do you need my passport? So this will answer all your questions. If you are a foundation level student or an undergraduate level student, you need to upload your high school certificate and transcript. It could be your O levels, it could be your AS, A level, American system, or the local Thanawiya system. If you're a postgraduate student applying for our master's program, then you need to upload your bachelor's degree transcript and certificate, or anything that is equivalent that you have. Now, English condition. I will get to the English condition after the slide which you just saw. So we have a certain English language requirement, which I will be doing in the next slide. Other documents that we require. So personal statement is something that you need to upload. I get a lot of questions every day saying, is there a template for the personal statement? Is there any particular pattern to it? Is there anything that I need to follow? The answer is no, no, and no. Personal statement is just you talking about yourself, what you've been doing, and why you've selected Middlesex University to go ahead with your higher level education. You could be creative while writing. You could just give us some background on what you've been doing. Just be yourself and tell us what you want us to know about you. Now, in terms of the letter of recommendation, so if you're a master's level student, you would be probably giving us an employment recommendation. If you're doing undergraduate or foundation with us, you would be most likely to give us an academic reference letter from one of your teachers or your lecturers. In this case as well, there is no particular format to it. You just need to upload or send us a document which is official, which has your school or your company name on it, and has to be an official letter, as simple as that. Now, if you are an international student, you just need to upload your passport copy. But if you are a resident of UAE, you need to upload your visa page and Emirates ID. All this is just for verification. Moving on to the English requirement. Now, we have certain English requirements as being a British university. So these are some of the popular English programs that we recognize. IELTS, TOEFL, and Pearson. This is the requirement for foundation level students. So you would need a 5.5 overall with 5 in each band. When I say band, it means reading, writing, listening, and speaking. As you go higher, the requirement goes higher as well. In undergraduate, we require 6.5 with 5.5 in each band. And finally, when it's a postgraduate program, it's 6.5 with 6 in each band. Now, some of you might not have these documents at the moment. It's still fine. You still can create an application. And later on, when you get your results, you can upload it. Our classes start on the 20th of September. So you have time until then to submit your English requirement to complete your application procedure. Moving on to scholarship. Now, we offer scholarships to students based on their high school performance. So here, if you see this table, these are the different curriculums that we recognize. O levels, AS level, A level, Indian boards, American, Thanawiya, Nigerian board. We recognize all these in terms of scholarship. Now, if you look at the scholarship, this is in UAE currency, this is the dirham. So we start our scholarship at 20,000 dirhams and it goes up to 90,000 dirhams as well. So based on your high school performance, you would be allocated a scholarship. Now, let's say you are a student who's applying for foundation, which means it's a 1-year program plus a 3 years of undergraduate program. In this case, scholarship that will be awarded to you will be equally distributed among 4 years of your course. Now, let's say you are a student who is going to our undergraduate program. then the scholarship mentioned here will be divided equally over 3 years of the course. So that's how the division of scholarships work. I know you will have a lot of questions along the way. If you do, you can just leave it in the comment section below. Me and my team will get back to you and we will give you a call to discuss any further details. So having questions is good. So what next? You've created an application online, you've uploaded all your documents, you've made sure that you've met your English conditions. Now what? Now to secure your seat at Middlesex, you have to sign the offer letter. So once you receive the offer letter, you have two options. Either you could sign it online on our admissions portal, or you could just simply sign the offer letter, scan it and send it back to us. We accept that as well. Now, to reserve your seat, you need to make an initial payment of 7,000 dirhams. Now, the 7,000 dirhams that you're paying will be considered as an initial installment. So we don't ask you to pay any other installment between now and September. So that would be going towards your tuition fee. Now, some of you might have some missing documents. Let's say you've not submitted your passport copy, or you might have not submitted your personal statement. It's still fine. Before your classes start, you can submit all the documents and receive an unconditional offer letter. Once all this process is done, we have something called the induction. So inductions are events happening on campus where you can come in with your family or with your friends, meet the lecturers, go on a campus tour, meet your fellow classmates, and also get more information on admissions from our office as well. So it's a great way to meet new people and socialize before you start your classes. That way you won't get lost on your first year of classes and you know exactly where your classes is located. I think that's it. This is my contact detail. If you have any questions, you can drop us an email or you can WhatsApp us. We are active on WhatsApp. You can do that as well. Or if you have any more questions, you can just drop in questions in the comment section below, and one of our admissions team will get back to you as well. I would like to end the presentation with a short video from our previous graduation. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And again, we look forward to welcoming you to Middlesex University soon. And good luck. Stay safe.
That ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, so pretty. I'm too hot. The police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. I'm a band about that money. Break it down. Too hot. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night, don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 ooh. Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop skipping. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Like a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. I'm a fan about that money. Break it down. Go, go. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night, don't believe me, just watch.
Thank you, everyone. Stay home, stay safe. I will see you guys soon.
Thank you so much, Rizwan, for your time today. And thank you, Noura, so much for sharing your experience. Thanks, guys.